Peter, today I wanted to talk to you about something that really, to be frank, pissed me off. I've been, uh, I started the Gift Project in 2020 as an alternative platform for people to make donations or contributions directly to wildlife rescuers and carers so that they could bypass the usual avenues of donation to third-party charities. And
Mhm.
in addition to that, I started to collect air transfer mats from hospitals that I was working with and sort of set up a network to collect those. Then I got in touch with Haines because they were the company who were manufacturing them, just to let them know what I was doing to see if they could help get the message out. And they got on board straight away. So I partnered with them way back to promote that whole project. And then in, I think it was 2021, you sent me an image of a kangaroo on one of the air transfer mats. And we know how valuable they are for macropod rescues in particular, because it makes it really easy to transport them. So yeah, you sent me an image exclusively to use for marketing purposes um, for that program. And then fairly recently, you alerted me to the fact that ARC have taken that image, which was not used anywhere else, which was solely for that purpose, and used it for their PDF for marketing purposes.
That's correct.
Yeah, and the wording on that document would make it sound like ARC are the ones who are distributing the rescue mats. And they
It
may have
did.
access to some, but the inference is that they're the ones responsible for this program or this project. I've spent countless hours, so much energy on setting that up and physically collecting and sending out thousands of rescue mats across the country. And people know that because they've all come from me, from the Gift Project. So yeah, I'm super annoyed about that because it's a breach of copyright. So
It is. It is on a number of levels. On a number of levels. Well, I provided you with that image exclusively. It was never used in any form for promotion for the sanctuary. It doesn't appear on the internet anywhere. It was given to you in thanks for the Gives Project's help that you guys have provided us over the years. So I thought, the best, what a great way to return the favour is to provide you with an exclusive image of the mat being used by one of my rescues. And yeah, I was shocked to see it, and I thought, wow, that's misleading on a commercial basis, because the research that I've done into ARC and that mat, they have not, as far as I'm aware, provided that mat to any rescuers um, at all. The only people that I know that are providing that mat are you, is the Gift Project.
mm,
You're the one that's providing it. So for them to use the image, I own the copyright to the image. It was licensed to you guys to use exclusively. So they're breaching my copyright as the owner of the image. They're breaching your copyright because you have exclusive rights to it, to use it as you wish. You can license it to other people. You haven't done that. Um, and it's also, it should be an issue for the ACCC, because they're misleading the public, and they're misleading the public to get donations,
mm,
because where that image appears, it appears in a PDF, which is the main PDF. In fact, from what I can see, it's the only PDF and only piece of literature that they use to promote themselves, to get sponsorship, to get partners, and to get to get revenue.
Mm.
So they're misrepresenting themselves in that document, in that literature.
Mm.
Um,
And yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I know. Sorry, go.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
I was just going to say that the GIFT project is an official partner of Haines Medical Australia.
Mm-hmm.
ARC do not have the same agreement with them, if any. I'm not going to drag them into it because this is supposed to be a really constructive project. It was one that Haines got on board with because the air transfer mat was the only product that they hadn't been able to recycle up to that point. And they were incredibly supportive of that, not only because it, it can be used by them as a marketing tool in repurposing the product, but just because of the value that they saw in helping with the collection and distribution to benefit wildlife carers all around the country. So we've had lots of hospitals on board with this. They're still collecting at the moment. And yeah, it's really upsetting to me that another organisation would be trying to take credit for that and basically interfering with the project which I started over 4 years ago.
Why didn't they use one of their own images?
Mm,
Can't mislead the public like that,
yep,
particularly a charity.
yep.
You,
And,
you just can't do it.
no. And, to add to that, the GIFT project is not a charity. It's simply a conduit to connect donors with recipients
Yeah.
or volunteers so that they can, directly, so that donors can directly help them with whatever they need. There is absolutely no financial gain in this for me or for Haines. So yeah, it's wrong on so many levels.
It is.
Anyway, ARC, Derek, have been sent a letter from my lawyer to remove that image from their marketing material and not reprint it and not distribute that PDF until that image has been removed from the PDF, and also to pay for the right to use that image for the time that they've been using it. So yeah, we'll see where that goes.
Yes, but there needs to be a penalty involved here. My understanding is, according to the file date of the PDF, it's January of 2024. Okay, so we've had that brochure up on the website and being used by ARC for 1.5 years. 1.5 years. ARC's turnover last year was, well, their revenue last year was over $600,000. That promotional literature that they're using to get donations contributed to that revenue. There needs to be a financial penalty. See, I know that you're not going to take the money that you're asking for the royalties for yourself.
Absolutely not. We
I
know
know that's
exactly
not
where
what's
that's
going to
going.
happen. Yep, yeah, that money is going to go to sanctuaries and to carers that desperately need help. It's not for your benefit.
No.
It's for the benefit of every wildlife and the carers that look after them. Because I know exactly what ARC are going to do. They're going to say money, money, money.
Yep.
Sarah wants money. Sarah
Yep.
wants money. That is not the case. Not the
No.
case at all. They do the same thing to me when I complain about the bushfire donations. $1.5, $5 million that got donated. I never saw a cent of it. Yet I was in the middle of the fires. And they constantly say to me, money, money, money. Where's the money? Where's the money? As if I want money. I got money from elsewhere. I didn't need to get it from WIRES. I ended up getting it from Humane Society, an international organisation.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Right? So they do that. They will do that to you with this, without a doubt. They will do it. And I hope this video gets seen by enough people so that they know that is not who you are. That may be who ARC is, but it's not who you are. And I know that that money will be distributed via the gift project to organisations and carers that are in need.
100%. So anyway, I just wanted to make people aware of that. And thank you for your support in this and for providing the image in the first place. I've had lots of people send me images of kangaroos in particular being rescued and transported on the we call them rescue mats now. Yeah, and it's great. It's a really valuable program which I intend to keep going. There is nobody else involved, and there doesn't need to be. But yeah, I'm glad you've been able to use them and find them helpful, as have many others. And thank you for, helping with the whole program.
Yeah, no, thank you for the mats, because prior to that, how do I drag around large kangaroos? Because I rescue a lot of large kangaroos. I don't shoot them. I won't shoot them. I get them to the vet and to the veterinary hospital, and we try and help them. We try and treat them. Euthanasia is a last resort for me.
Yes.
And I've got great supporters that help with that, including vets and hospitals. So the image itself, I'll just give you a bit of background about the image. The kangaroo that's on that mat, her name was Snow, and she was rescued from the Kosciuszko National Park. She had a sore foot, and I was called in to do the rescue by the wildlife group I was a member of at the time, and that was in 2022, I think it might have been, that image was taken, and that was taken at our sanctuary. I triaged her, and she was actually on her way to Possumwood Wildlife Hospital for surgery that day. Yeah, so how else are you supposed to carry around a large kangaroo? She was really placid and really easy to look after. She wasn't afraid of humans because she came from a national park. She came from the caravan park inside the national park. So she was used to humans. So she was very, very easy to handle and manage. But the mats make it really, really easy. They're slippery on the car seats, so you can just slide them in and slide them out.
Yes.
And they're washable.
Yes.
Because they defecate and they pee on them, and there's blood and guts all over them, so they need to be washed.
Yeah.
But you can only wash them a couple of times, and then they fall apart because they're made of paper. Or the top's paper. So yeah, I just got a new batch from you. Thank you very much. And I've distributed them to my rescue friends in the area. So thanks very much for all your effort with that. It's great.
Oh, that's okay. And anyone else that needs them can get in touch, and we can always provide more. There's an ongoing supply, so there's definitely no shortage. And they hold, I think, for that, when they're not inflated, because they are inflatable, they will hold a 90 kg kangaroo easily. Obviously, you need.
I didn't know. I had no idea. You telling me they're inflatable? I don't inflate them. I just use them as a.
So they're actually used to move humans from operating table to bed after they've had their surgery. And we inflate them, and then they slide across really easily from one surface to another. But obviously, you don't have to do that. But the other thing they're really good for is insulation. I gave some to Melbourne Zoo in Victoria, and they've been using them on great apes when they're doing surgery, not only to move them around, but also as a thermal regulator. So they're really helpful if you've got a small roo. You can basically fold it in half and put the lower half over the top of them just to help with thermoregulation. Yeah. Multi-use.
No, that's great. I didn't know that they blew up. I'm going to experiment with them and see how easy it would be to inflate them, because you'd have to drag around a compressor of some sort to.
Yeah, so the machine that we use, like the end of it fits into the hole for inflation, and it needs a fairly tight seal to be able to do that. So.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have a plug.
No,
for
it's
sealing
just
it up.
it's just basically a little pocket where you put in
Yeah,
the tubing to inflate it, and then you seal it with a couple of buttons. But
yeah.
yeah, probably not.
I've seen that happen. Yeah, I've seen it
Yeah,
happening. Didn't know what it was for.
yeah, right.
Didn't know.
But you
Yeah,
know, for the for the
I'm just a
purposes of
dumb kangaroo rescuer. What do I know?
yeah, but for the purposes of animal rescue, they definitely don't need to be inflated. They're super useful
Mm,
anyway, obviously.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, they're great.
All good. So we'll see what happens with this, hey? But in the meantime, it was really important to me that people are aware that this is an a program and an arrangement which is exclusively between me and Haines, and there is no financial benefit in this for me at all. And yeah, I just think on principle, I needed to let people know what was going on. So
Mm, mm.
thanks for your input. I appreciate it.
No, that's okay. Thanks for all you do for the wildlife and the carers.
No
We
worries.
appreciate the work you do because you don't have to do it. So
No,
thank you.
it's entirely voluntary, just like everyone else. Could be doing many other things with my day, but it's important.
Yeah, you could. Yes. Yeah, the things we
Mm.
sacrifice for the animals.
Yeah. Well, thank you for you. Like I know how much work you do under difficult circumstances and living relatively remotely. So it's really important. And we're all really grateful that you're still in it.
Mm, mm. Yeah. So thank you. Do what I can.
All right. I'll talk to you
All right.
soon.
Thanks, Sarah. Yep. See you. Bye.
Ciao.